We need our weed. I don't wear it, but we need it.
If you don't have a man, you ain't nothing.
Can a nigga live? Can a nigga live? Please.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you.
What is good? What is good, everybody? Hit that like button for me, y'all. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We are here to talk about Cheyenne, Bryant, Akaash Singh's wife, and other generally amazing women. Did you know women are amazing? Did you know that women are they are amazing? I am continually amazed by women. I really am. It's like watching a sunrise for the first time every time. It's just chef kiss, just mwah. Hit that like button as you make your way into the room. I refuse to call that woman a doctor. Shiesty, you can say whatever you want. Until she can pull a bullet out of a baby's chest, I will not call that woman a doctor. Unless you can amputate a foot cleanly, I will not be calling that woman a doctor. If you can separate cranially conjoined twins, maybe I will call you a doctor. Until you can do some of these amazing things, giving relationship advice is not, it's not doctor material, nor is it doctor behavior. Dr. Lesbian, maybe. Anyway, let me get off my stick. Let me not. Shout out to the early birds in the gang with the donate. Early donos. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Shout out to Little Rock Den with the 5-ball. Checking in early. Appreciate that, brother.
I need that money.
And Sigma Jones Capitalism. You opening a brokerage, bro? Are you opening a trading firm? What is Sigma Jones Capitalism? Are you getting an office on Wall Street? Sigma Jones with the 5-ball. Friendly reminder to exercise them community ghosts. Yeah, appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to your share?
There is powerful niggardry at work here.
Powerful niggardry. I don't deny there is a powerful niggardry in my heart. I will not deny that. We struggle. We do struggle with principalities and whatnot. What's going on, John? The urban landlord, you know. He can relate. Although, especially in our criticism of Black culture, you know, we strive not to be like the rest of these niggas. But we struggle. We hear the call of niggardry. It can't be ignored. We too hear the call of niggardry. I won't deny it. But thank you, Sigma Jones, for always reminding me to defeat my inner nigga. Speaking of inner niggas, you know, they got niggas on the internet, and the internet will never be the same again.
Nate's neighborhood was paid by viewers like you.
T-Mobile wants their $215 by tomorrow or they're cutting off my phone.
I've already taken care of it. Now you have to take care of me.
Mr. Nate, Thanksgiving is coming up soon and I have no turkey.
Baby, I'm giving out turkey, but you're going to have to give me some pie.
What's a bind?
A bind is what you get ladies out of when they need help.
Mr. Nate, I heard you don't get white girls out of binds.
That's not true. Mr. Nate loves the snow bunnies. Damn what Dr. Umar said. He's not a real doctor anyway.
What do I have to do for a check, Mr. Nate?
You have to give up some neck, Rita.
Chanel Bryant and Umar Johnson are not real doctors. Racism and love are not medical studies of, they're not medical professions, okay? Racism and love isn't a real doctorate. I don't care what nobody says. Running that back from the top. I like this video.
Nate's neighborhood was paid by viewers like you.
T-Mobile wants their $215 by tomorrow or they're cutting off my phone.
I've already taken care of it. Now you have to take care of me.
Mr. Nate, Thanksgiving is coming up soon and I have no turkey.
Baby, I'm giving out turkey, but you're going to have to give me some pie.
What's a bind?
A bind is what you get ladies out of when they need help.
Mr. Nate, I heard you don't get white girls out of binds.
That's not true. Mr. Nate loves the snow bunnies. Damn what Dr. Umar said. He's not a real doctor anyway.
What do I have to do for a check, Mr. Nate?
You have to give up some neck, Rita.
See you next time on Mr. Nate's Neighborhood, where you don't get no check until I'm done.
Nate's neighborhood was paid by viewers
until I'm done. Shout out to Mr. Nate's Neighborhood, inspiring young men of all races right now. We all one day, most of us will slide into our Mr. Nate era at some point. That being said, though, you know, we're going to move on to the wonderful women of Detroit, y'all. Give it up for the wonderful women of Detroit. Cold everywhere. I woke up this morning, I went outside, I said, oh, shit, I got to play my song. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sexy Chocolate. Sexy Chocolate, y'all. Sexy Chocolate. She good. She good.
So you recently accused Senator Mark Kelly, a veteran, an astronaut, of crossing the line for participating in a video reminding troops that they can refuse to follow illegal orders. Okay. Let's see some of what you said, my friend.
Sure. You know better, Senator Kelly. You know better. How dare you do that? You could go to the House. You can put up drawer of paperwork. You can try to start articles of impeachment if you think there's something illegal. I mean, damn, it ain't like y'all haven't done it before. You impeached a man twice. Where'd that get you? Got his behind back in the White House. Had you left him alone since 2020, maybe he wouldn't be back. You don't tell military men and women to ignore an order from the commander-in-chief. You don't do that.
Caffeine's a bitch, you know?
Now, let me just remind you that...
Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, he got beef with every woman in all of the media right now. He started out with just black women. Then he started that beef with that one funny-looking white lady. Well, maybe she started with him. According to Stephen, she's been after him for a while. Now he on The View. He just beefing with all the women in America now. Respect to Stephen, y'all. Ho's mad.
Pete Hegseth said in 2016, I do think there have to be consequences for abject war crimes. If you're doing something that is just completely unlawful and ruthless, then there is a consequence for that. That's why the military said it won't follow unlawful orders from their commander-in-chief. Okay. Now, given the fact that the secretary himself said that, I'd love to give you the opportunity to perhaps change your position on what you said.
I'm not changing a thing.
Okay.
I didn't stutter when
you
I
want to
said
stay
it.
loud and wrong?
Well, you could call it loud and wrong all you want to. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine.
Ooh, he gonna talk crazy about you once he gets to his podcast. Wait till he get back to his podcast. He gonna do a whole 15 minutes on you now.
There's something in your eyes, babe. It's telling me you want me, babe.
You know what? Back in the day, and my grandmother was a Jehovah's Witness too, so I can kind of relate. It's still funny to me. But back in the day, I remember my grandma used to go on her little Jehovah Witness missions and whatnot. I don't think she really did a lot of door-to-door stuff, but I remember she used to sit outside with her little books, her little fan, try to talk to people out in the world, you know. That was before we had doorbell ring cameras. Is it biblical to sing R&B love songs to the old ladies who knock on your door talking about, you know, Jehovah Witness Jesus? He killed it though, no lie.
There's something in your eyes, babe. It's telling me you want me, babe. Tonight is your night. Oh, yeah. Say you don't have to ask for nothing. I give you everything you need. So, girl, don't be shy. Oh, just baby, come inside. Turn down the lights, 'cause there is something that I want from you right now.
Why they leaving? Why they leaving? You don't want to get a nigga no Jesus no more? I thought y'all was here to give the man needs Jesus. Why are you leaving? Doc Thunder, why would they leave? Clearly the man needs Jesus. I don't understand why they would just leave. Did Jesus tell them to leave? Did Jesus say, nah, this one, he's good. He's good. You don't have to save this one. This one's all right. He got the pass. Like, why would they just leave like that? I don't understand, bro. I really don't understand what's going on anymore. Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't understand the world anymore. Like, what's going on right here, y'all? Help me out. Help me understand what's happening right here. Okay, I can tell by the yee. I'm pretty sure these are foreigners. I don't think people going yee like that is it's not a Western culture thing. We don't do that around here. Pretty sure these are foreigners. Look how she just fat sashayed away though. Like, and she played it off though, because if you'd have looked at in the first couple of seconds, you don't understand what she's doing. But in the last few seconds, it's obvious what she's doing, and it's too late to stop it now. She fat sashayed her ass right out of this proposal. Look at the head pat, y'all. What I tell y'all about that head pat, y'all. Look at the head pat. What I tell you niggas about the head pat, y'all. This is why I am not a head pat nigga. I refuse. I rather you hate me, bitch. If all you got for me is the goddamn head pat, I'd rather you hate me. Because I'm going to hate me in the morning anyway. After I did all this for nothing but a goddamn head pat, I hate me now. Another one. She gave him a drive-by head pat. Oh no. This nigga got multiple drive-by head pats. Oh god. Oh god. We need another vac ASAP. Man down. Man down. We need emergency medevac. The subject will not make it. Subject is dying in transit. Damn, and the laugh on the way out. Did you hear the laugh on the way out? Bro, pick your life up, bro. You need to pick your life up off the floor, bro. Yo, she got away. It was like a witch on a broom laughing in the middle of the night. Like, bro, that laugh is everything. Bro, that's how they laugh as they fly away on their broomstick, bro. Oh my God, no. The horror. The horror. I'll tell you what, though. You know, we do have some horrible simping over here in America. Western simping is a simping unlike no other. But Africans are just the worst. Like, African simping is an amazing spectacle, honestly. Nobody simps as hard as Africans, bro. It really is the motherland. You got to understand, it really is the motherland. Let me see. Oh, you know what? More amazing women, you guys. We are talking about amazing women today. As we wind up, we're building up towards Cheyenne, Bryant, and Akaash's wife. But we're going to work our way through a lot of amazing women in the meantime. White, liberal, progressive women are also amazing women.
Something else you said you'd had it with are minorities in ICE.
I mean, that connects to this, right?
Yeah.
Like, not only do you have no moral compass, and how many times have you seen these guys? They've got their masks on, so you can't see their whole face. But what you can see, it's like a brown skin tone and a dude who looks like his last name is probably like Lopez or Hernandez or something. It's like, what is wrong with you?
I don't know which one of these liberal women has the worst face. The one on the left, like, there was just a different shot. Those are the two co-hosts. The one on the right is like the guest, but they both have that awful face, that affluent, white, liberal, female face. And you notice, I noticed something. This is, I don't know if it's common to just women in general, or is this an American woman thing? Or is it a liberal thing? Because who is more liberal than Black women, really? And I noticed that Black women, and now apparently liberal white women, they seem to command a weird race loyalty out of Black and brown men. It is 2025, and white women are race checking non-white men. Are white women even allowed to do that? I really have to look at the rules.
Not only do you not have morality, apparently you don't have self-preservation. I mean, these people hate you. They hate you. They hate your family. They hate your kids. They hate your future grandkids. They don't think you belong here. You're not a quote unquote heritage American. You're never going to belong. And you're the one implementing the violent force against your own community. I just can't wrap my head around that.
Something.
Think about this for a minute. Who has spread more vitriol and discontent amongst Black men and Black women, if not white, progressive, liberal women? Who was it that first convinced Black women that somehow their men have been oppressing them this whole time and they need to go on some type of suicidal revenge kick? I mean, outside of that weird sexual attraction that you have that's really based in your rejection of your father, I don't think liberal white women are actually allies to non-white men. I just can't imagine liberal white women being my ally. I mean, she might think I'm sexy, but that's just because she hates her daddy. I don't know if she really, really is good for me, though. I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong, though. What do I know? What do I know? Shout out to Carmen with the 5-ball. My apologies to the Rumble chat. I have not been monitoring the Rumble chat. Shout out to Carmen with the 5-ball. Saying Dr. Cheyenne Bryant identifies as a doctor. Don't make me. Don't make me do that. I'm not.
Make it stop. Make the hurt stop, please. Like.
Well, shout out to Carmen over there. Shout out to everybody in the Rumble chat. My apologies for being an absentee streamer. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting the show, y'all.
Come on, share your dollar. Give me your dollar. Share your dollar with me. Come on.
So, did you know that Cat Williams made it to the Michelle Obama?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams made it to the Michelle Obama podcast. So now I guess I'm gonna have to watch bits and pieces of the Michelle Obama podcast because Cat Williams was on there, and I know at some point he's gonna say something funny, and it's gonna go halfway viral, and then all of the Chitlin circuit's gonna be talking about it. But I gotta tell you, Michelle Obama, another amazing woman. You know, every time. Well, let me put it this way: ever since Barack stopped being the president, Michelle Obama has like, she figured it's her time to shine now, right? Now that big-headed Somali-looking nigga ain't in office no more, she gets to do her thing, right? Black girl magic 24/7. And the thing about Michelle Obama, now that she is in her glory, I don't know if this is a part of the plan. I don't know if they talked this out in bed one night as a husband and wife married couple. But now every time Michelle Obama opens her mouth, it seems like she goes out of her way to embarrass her husband.
Hi, Cat Williams. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
IMO.
Thank you.
You're a handsome dude.
Right.
Yeah, you know that. You know that about yourself. Hi, Cat Williams.
Thanks for having me.
IMO.
Cat Williams kept that shit so player. I'm doing that now. I'm doing that now. Next time a chick tell me I'm handsome, I'm be like, right. If you don't get your old thirsty ass back, this is the first time you ever looked at Cat Williams before. This old thirsty, she like 65 and a groupie. Like, I'm pretty sure there's an age limit to the backstage pass, bitch. You are way too old to be a groupie.
Hi, Cat Williams. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
IMO.
Thank you.
You're a handsome dude.
Right.
Yeah, you know that. You know that about yourself.
You know that awkward moment where you're having an Obama podcast and you realize both Michelle and her brother probably want to blow you? It's one of those really awkward moments. You know what I mean? Both Michelle and her brother suddenly got moist. It's really weird. You know, being a celebrity, I'm sure Cat Williams, he's been through all kind of odd moments. He's a consummate professional, you know? He kept that shit G. She like, you was a handsome dude. He's like, right. Yo, he kept it playing and he played her all in one move, bro. I gotta give Cat his propers on that, bro. If a nigga ever needed flowers in his lifetime, it's Cat Williams, bro. Cat Williams is the nigga that needs to get his flowers in his lifetime. He kept it player and he played her without even breaking his stride. Like he was still adjusting his chair, goddammit. Look at this shit.
Hi, Cat
Hello
Williams. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
IMO.
Thank you.
You're a handsome dude.
Right.
Yeah, you know that. You know that about.
Bruh. Yeah, Michael looked like he was about to lift the table, bruh. Michael about to lift the table with no hands, bruh. This is terrible. This is terrible. Cat Williams, man, I hope you brought your security with you, brother. You look like you are in danger. Cat Williams look like he in danger. You have to tell Michelle no, okay? Sometimes you just have to tell her no, Cat. Michelle is into all kind of freaky deaky stuff, and sometimes you just have to tell her no. You have to, Cat. It's just the way it is. No matter how many Secret Services in the room, you have to tell Michelle no. More amazing women coming up, y'all. Shout out to China. Yes, China. China creates amazing women. On purpose. I think they've kind of cracked the code. China has cracked the code. They have figured out the amazing woman formula.
In China, this girl is too fat. This girl, too dark. And this girl is too short, according to Chinese social media. How unhinged are the beauty standards here in China? Shushu breaks it down. Chinese people love their standardized tests. And for better or worse, beauty is also a test. Yes, there are literally beauty tests that are going viral all over social media. Pass the test and you're an S tier baddie. Fail it and you're definitely mid. So what are the 4 most insane beauty tests that Chinese girls swear by? First is the A4 paper test. Hold a piece of A4 paper in front of your waist. If you can no longer see your waist, you pass.
Not gonna lie, I like the A4 paper test. I am with the A4 paper test. For a minute, I thought it was gonna be like the paper bag test, but that's too easy. China already is, they already with the white stuff, but the A4 paper test, I like that. A standard notebook paper, like regular, it looked like printing paper, just regular printing paper, right? Can you disappear behind one sheet of regular printing paper?
And no, ain't no way you're holding that paper in landscape. Portrait mode only. Would you pass?
Damn, no lie. See, this that type of shit that keep you out of the black love circle. Me over here with my A4 paper test trying to find black love. This that shit that be fucking. This is why I can't win. This is why I can't win. Damn it, Carmen. We gonna cheat for you, baby. We're gonna cheat for you. I'm just saying though, this is why I can't win. Trying to find black love with the A4 paper test. Look at this.
Similar to the A4 test is the belly button test. Can you wrap your arm all the way behind your back?
The belly button test. Wow. Wow. I don't even know if I want a chick that skinny. But her hip to tit ratio is phenomenal though. I don't even know if I can believe that hip to tit ratio. Can you even get a ratio like that without surgery? Did she get like one of her bottom ribs removed? Like that hip to tit ratio, it is defying the laws of man and God.
And touch your belly button? Nails don't count. If so, you've got a waist that Chinese social media worships.
Okay, that one looked a little bit more realistic. This one right here looked like an iRobot.
Nails don't.
This one, okay. This one I can get with. This is okay. This is believable here.
Don't count. If so, you've got a waist that Chinese social media worships. Then there is the fish and collarbone test, or sogu yangyu. How does it work? Basically, is your collarbone deep enough that a fish could swim inside? If so, then you're a big freaking deal in China.
Bro, you know how I feel? Do you understand how it must feel to be a Chinese baddie with a little fish in your collarbone pole, walking around all these other fat bitches in China? Like, bitch, what? I need to learn some Chinese phrases. I gotta learn how to stun in Mandarin. I gotta figure. I need a couple of stun on these hoes phrases in Mandarin. Out here got fish on the collarbone. Fat bitches could never. Fat bitches fry fish on their collarbone. They can't have this. They don't know what this is like. Look at this. I got a whole ecosystem living, chilling. I can put a little tadpole in there, a little piece of algae. You know, I can get a whole ecosystem up in that collarbone.
China. The hashtag 锁骨杀 literally means your collarbone is so sexy. It kills. Are you a fan?
Okay, he just taught me some Cantonese. Hold up.
Fish could swim inside? If so, then you're a big freaking deal in China. The hashtag 锁骨杀.
锁骨杀. Yeah, fat bitches, 锁骨杀. Now we're trolling in foreign languages, all right? International. This church is going to go international. 锁骨杀.
Then you're a big freaking deal in China. The hashtag 锁骨杀 literally means your collarbone is so sexy. It kills.
Ooh, a Carmen girl, 锁骨杀.
Are you a fan? Finally, we've got the 冷白皮 or cool skin test. Is your skin a warm tan tone or is it a cool, pale, almost blue tone? If you're cool toned,
damn, almost blue? Almost blue. You know, no lie. My favorite brand of like white t-shirts. It's not Hanes, not Fruit of the Loom, none of those JCPenney brands. I don't even know if you can find this anymore. I know one store in all of New York City where I can still go, and I buy a couple of these every summertime because, you know, white tee gang, never quitting the white tee gang. But my favorite brand of a white t-shirt is from this one brand. It's called City Lab, right? City Lab, C-I-T-Y Lab, L-A-B. Their white tees are so white, it's like an icy blue. And it only has that whiteness until you wash it. You wash that layer of icy white blue right off of it. And this bitch is as white as one of my icy white blue white tees right now. Like, she is white tea white. Unnaturally white. Stunting on these hoes white.
a warm tan tone, or is it a cool, pale, almost blue tone? If you're cool toned, then congratulations. You'll be glazed to no end in China.
Damn, you got to get that icy white blue. Damn. The Chinese have actually gone post-Caucasian. See, everybody thinks that, you know, Chinese girls, they glaze the white man in the white skin. And that's partially true. Really, they really enjoy white skin. And white people happen to have white skin, so it's a real easy layup. But technically, the Chinese have gone post-white. Let's get whiter. Yeah. Ooh. Whiter than white, baby. Let's get white. Yeah, I gotta go deeper with that one. Wait, it doesn't sound right. you gotta contrast the bright white with the deep voice. Hold on. Let's get whiter. Yeah. Whiter than white, baby. Ooh, that's how you do it, baby. You got to get whiter than white. You want to get popping in China.
Is your skin a warm tan tone, or is it a cool, pale, almost blue tone? If you're cool toned, then congratulations. You'll be glazed to no end in China. Bonus points if you have visible veins through your pale skin. It's low-key a niche that some guys and girls get way too into. So yeah, Chinese beauty standards are next level, and honestly, doing way too much, in my opinion. Because everyone's beautiful in their own way, right? And no shot.
All right, this nigga gay. I wasn't even going to pay him no mind until he said everyone's beautiful in their own way.
That nigga gay.
Dead, bro. He was making it. He was fighting right up until the end. Nigga almost crept right by me. Nigga almost snuck right by me, bro. Got that nigga, though. Get your punk ass up out of here. Hey, let me ask you guys a question, y'all. Let me ask you a question. I have a question. What the hell is in a menopause bill? Halle Berry hitting her old auntie phase. I still take it, but she an auntie though. You get a different notch on the belt. But still, what is in a menopause bill?
Back in my great state of California, my very own governor, Gavin Newsom, has vetoed our menopause bill, not 1, but 2 years in a row. But that's okay, because he's not going to be governor forever. And with the way he's overlooked women, half the population, by devaluing us in midlife, he probably should not be our next president either. Just saying.
Damn. This is like extortion from aunties, bro. Is this like auntie extortion? You'll never be president until you give me a menopause bill. What the hell is in a menopause bill? I got to look this up now. I have to look this up. This is killing me. How do you even spell menopause? Okay, menopause. The menopause bill. Let's see. What's in a menopause bill? The Menopause Care Equity Act, the bipartisan bill in California, aimed to mandate health insurance coverage for menopause and perimenopause treatments, requires physician training on menopause, and establish a state medical curriculum on menopause. Oh my God. It's Attack of the Aunties, y'all. I told you, listen, these women ain't got no husbands, and they're going to use the government to solve every problem that life has for them.
If you don't have a man, you ain't nothing.
The Menopause Care Equity Act. At the federal level, the Advancing Menopause Care and Midlife Women's Health Act, introduced in May 2024, seeks to invest $275 million over 5 years in research, education, and training, and has been endorsed by AARP. So now we're just going to put old broads on the government payroll. Aren't old women already on the government payroll? Like, I would rather mandate that you just have a husband, all right? You have to find a husband by age 55. Otherwise, we cut off all of your government benefits. Do you understand how that would totally revolutionize the social landscape? If we made it a law that every woman had to have a husband by age 50, or we remove her from the government benefits system, you can't just be some old broad who never put no skin in the game. You have to have been married at least once in your life for longer than 3 years. Other than that, no check for you. Freezone says, we need a midlife crisis equality act for men. Every man gets a Corvette when they turn 45 to mitigate the effects of midlife crisis. What about, I don't even know if a Corvette does it. See, I don't think you're thinking big enough, bro. Every man gets a government mandated, like a government sponsored sugar baby. You know how, like, you get an EBT card? You can get like a sugar baby card, you know? $1,000 a month to spend however you please on the sugar baby of your choice. Because, you know, when you get like 45, 50 years old, you know, life start looking different. You know, you start maybe regretting the decisions you made in life. And all of that shit makes it feel better when you got a nice young sugar baby to make the decisions you made feel less negative, you know? We need SBT, right? Government sponsored sugar babies. I would totally support the Women's Menopause Act if we could also support the Male Midlife Crisis Act. Look, that Section 8 for men. I get $1,000 a month to spend on the sugar babies of whatever choice, whatever sugar babies I can come up with, right? I'm not going to leave it up to the government to provide sugar babies. All I'm saying is I can find my own sugar baby. But if the government will subsidize such a relationship, I think it would be a mutually beneficial social policy. We're going to call it the Social Healing Act of 2025, right? We got to give it a great name. The Social Healing Act. Need Uncle Sam to help me out with my sugar baby. You know, between inflation, this terrible Trump economy, he tariffing all the third world box right now. I need the government to help me keep my sugar babies whole. My sugar, my choice. That's goddamn right. Goddamn right. And they say we don't have solutions. You know, and they accuse us of just, you know, complaining nonstop over here. Like, bro, I come up with solutions all the time. Like, my solutions might be a tad unorthodox. You know what I mean? My solutions, they may not pass the feminism smell test, but God damn it, I am solution oriented. All right, we have solutions. Mr. Nate has solutions.
Nate's Neighborhood was paid by viewers like you.
T-Mobile wants their $215 by tomorrow or they're cutting off my phone.
I've already taken care of it. Now you have to take care of me.
Mr. Nate, Thanksgiving is coming up soon and I have no turkey.
Baby, I'm giving out turkey, but you're going to have to give me some pie.
What's a bind?
A bind is what you get ladies out of when they need help.
Mr. Nate, I heard you don't get white girls out of binds.
That's not true. Mr. Nate loves the snow bunnies. Damn what Dr. Umar said. He's not a real doctor anyway.
What do I have to do for a check, Mr. Nate?
You have to give up some neck, Rita.
See you next time on Mr. Nate's Neighborhood, where you don't get no check until I'm done.
Nate's Neighborhood was paid by viewers like you.
Ooh. We're going to start writing that bill. I know we got some legal-minded manosphere types in here. We're going to get that bill crafted up. Since you hoes need a menopause bill, we need a midlife crisis bill. It's only right.
Women are, especially liberal women, are not doing well. You see the highest rates of mental illness among single liberal women. And it's because it's a philosophy that pits women against their own bodies.
Liberal women are not doing well mentally? Come on. I refuse to believe that.
Women are, especially liberal women, are not doing well. You see the highest rates of mental illness among single liberal women. And it's because it's a philosophy that pits women against their own bodies and against their own children. Feminism coaches women to reject their bodies, reject the natural realities, especially of their fertility, especially of their reproductive capacity. Women are, especially liberal women.
Wow. I know, bro, shocked, right? I'm shocked. Jeez. Liberal women. Is you cool?
Make it stop. Make the hurt stop, please. Like,
all right, like I don't know who I want to get up to first. You know what? We're gonna do this one first because it's actually shorter technically. But Cheyenne Bryant, she made her way to Club Shay Shay. She made her way to Club Shay Shay. And I like her less and less every time I see her. And it's terrible because, you know, physically, she's not a bad-looking woman. But she's just so full of shit. Oh, my God. It almost, you see, this is what I mean about that whole ugly girl privilege thing. I just have, I don't know what it is. I've learned in life to be way more suspicious of the attractive face. You know, never trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is poison. It's a thing, God damn it. It's a thing. Ugly girls just don't get that credibility. Maybe that's why you let your guard down. I don't know.
When my fiance had an issue, my last
one, and he just sitting on the couch with ESPN and them top 10 plays. You know, he's
Yeah, over and over.
I sat on the couch right here, literally, and he said, I sat here and I just put my hand on him. I said, and he ain't look at me. I said, baby, I don't know what it is, but I want you to know, whatever it is, even if it's financial, I'm not leaving you. And I love you, and we'll get through it. And he was looking how you looking, and I'm sitting here, he did this. And tears just rolled by. In that moment, I was a product of my father.
Now, it's nice you had a father. That's great. But let me point something out to you. She's talking about the man she had before the man she had before the man she got right now.
When my fiance had an issue, my last one, and he just sitting on the couch with ESPN and them top 10 plays, you know, he's
Yeah, over and over.
I sat on the couch right here, literally, and he said, I sat here and I just put my hand on him. I said, and he ain't look at me. I said, baby, I don't know what it is, but I want you to know, whatever it is, even if it's financial, I'm not leaving you.
You're not with that nigga right now, bitch. What do you mean? What do you mean? Not only are you not with that nigga right now, as a woman, it is one of the most evil things you can ever do is tell the world about the time that your man cried. It is almost the peak of female evil. Because even in that moment that he trusted you enough to let you see that moment for him, you are now on the internet telling you, this bitch ass nigga cried on my nipple. Shay, let me tell you about the time that bitch ass nigga cried on my nipple. He had my bra dripping wet, Shay.
When my fiance had an issue, my last one, and he just sitting on the couch with ESPN and them top 10 plays, you know, he's
Yeah, over and over.
I sat on the couch right here, literally, and he said, I sat here and I just put my hand on him. I said, and he ain't look at me. I said, baby, I don't know what it is, but I want you to know, whatever it is, even if it's financial, I'm not leaving you. And I love you, and we'll get through it. And he was looking how you looking, and I'm sitting here, he did this. And tears just rolled by. In that moment, I was a product of my father. A product of my father teaching me.
In that moment, the relationship died, and neither one of you knew it yet. Neither one of you knew this at the moment. That's the pitfall of women. Women will give you advice that she doesn't even know she doesn't believe yet. She doesn't even know she's lying yet. That's how compartmentalized the female mind is. It's like a hallway with infinite doors, and every door has some other horror behind it.
What a man needs. When women don't get that, we don't know how to navigate that. And a woman who doesn't get that can easily take that as that man is disconnected from her. And she can start to ask him egocentric questions like, what's wrong with you?
Right.
What did I do? Why are you not telling me? Why aren't you talking to me? I knew in that moment there was nothing that man wanted to say to me or anybody.
Right.
He was having a moment. And all I needed to do was reassure him that I'm not going nowhere. You're not going to lose your woman and whatever else you just lost. And whatever I have to do.
He did lose you, though. That was the man before the man you with right now. Like, you lost that nigga like 2 niggas ago. What do you mean? What do you even mean? I would have to dig through your LinkedIn profile, go back like 8 years to find this nigga you talking about right now.
To hold it together.
I am going to rise to that occasion to make sure that we are good. This is why men are so important, man. Just in women's life.
I love how single women be talking about how they are the most bestest girlfriends in a relationship ever. Like, to who, bitch? To who? What do you mean?
Life and in their boy's life, because he taught me how to navigate through a man's emotions. He taught me how to identify when those emotions are off kilter. And he also taught me what he needed to be said as a daughter.
That's Code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first 5.
Code Shannon, did you say $50 in lineups? So you got to deal with a barbershop? What do you mean, Code Shannon? What is that? What is that? This nigga Shay got all kind of deals. He got to pay that one girl off. He got to make a lot of deals.
What breaks my heart with you is you've accomplished so much in everything you've touched transactionally. It has turned to gold, all the way down to the gold jacket. But like the fig tree, you still haven't found yourself. All the way at the age of 60. And finding yourself takes the heart.
The mind replays what the heart can't delete.
Hello. And so you have been operating from such a mind space so that you don't have to even have a connection with the heart, that it has put you in such a deficit of self. And that.
Are you married right now? How old are you, Dr. Bryant? I forgot. How old are you, Miss Bryant? I keep forgetting you ain't no real doctor. Cosplay doctor. Fucking love doctor up here. Where your husband at? And how old are you? Up here trying to love shame this nigga. You really up here trying to love shame this grown ass man. If you don't shut your old dry ass up.
If you don't have a man, you ain't nothing.
Where is your husband, doctor? Love doctor.
My heart with you is you've accomplished so much in everything you've touched transactionally. It has turned to gold, all the way down to the gold jacket. But like the fig tree, you still haven't found yourself. All the way at the age of 60. And finding yourself takes the heart.
The mind replays what the heart can't delete.
Hello. And so you have been operating from such a mind space so that you don't have to even have a connection with the heart, that it has put you in such a deficit of self. And that's what goes back to when I said a man who can procreate with multiple women without wanting to make sure that there is a foundational family there, he has a loss of self. And that.
Oh, he has a loss of self. Oh, so if you got multiple baby mamas, that means you lost yourself?
That man has an identity crisis. And there is a huge self-love deficit because a man who loves himself makes decisions that represent self-love. And everything that you have externalized is a direct reflection of you. The brokenness in the families you created, that's just the brokenness in you. How you can be successful transactionally, but your heart is over here. Talking about, well, at what point?
Does Shannon Sharp even have kids? Is she even talking to him, or is she just talking past him to the nigga that she really mad at? Do Shay Shay even have babies?
Am I going to get seen? And then what the little boy in you tells the heart is, didn't nobody want to see you when you was young. Wasn't nobody tripping off you then. So why do we think anybody is deserving, right? Or why do I think as a little boy that you're deserving of someone who would take your heart and really protect it and create a safe space? So it's easier for you to have transactional sex or have things that are convenient for you because that gives you control. And control is just insecure.
Who has more transactional sex, men or women? I mean, since you really want to go there with all these big words and your therapy degrees and shit, since you think you're a doctor, you ain't no goddamn cardiologist, is you? Who has more transactional sex, men or women? Let's think that through a little bit, huh? Who literally sees sex as transactional, men or women? You think it's men that see sex as transactional?
Insecurity is just fear. And that's that little boy in you who is so afraid that if I can't touch and go with everything, I might end up touch and staying and might get stuck in a place that I don't know how to navigate. Let me say this again, not in a place that isn't safe, not in a place that isn't loving, but in a place that the little boy in you does not know how to navigate. It's time for the grown man in you to grow the fuck up.
Why does Dr. Bryant only have these deep love conversations with rich men? Like, why aren't you out here trying to heal your sisters, girl? Can you fix black women? Can you help us out? Cheyenne, stop trying to fix niggas. Can you fix these women?
Good women are dead. Evil bitches, rise up!
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
I want what you white hoes get, and I want it today, ASAP, not tomorrow.
Why are we always trying to fix rich black men? Clearly the nigga done figured something out.
And give yourself a chance to love, whatever that looks like, and to gain a sense of self of who you really are at your heart space. Because transactional life isn't really legacy. It just isn't. It's nice on paper.
Yeah.
But it's not legacy. The real wealth and the real legacy is what Dion has. And that's family. That's family. I'm not saying you don't have it with your girls. And I'm not saying it's too late to create it.
Right.
Wait a minute. Did you just Dion shame Shannon Sharp? You want these niggas to fight, bitch? What are you up to? What are you even doing? How you just gonna throw Dion and Shannon Sharp face like that? And Dion got ex-wives and baby mamas or whatever too. Like Dion ain't happily married to his virgin high school sweetheart. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you really, and I'm not even a Dion. I really don't even like Deion Sanders like that. I'm not with the flashy rich nigga, Floyd Mayweather type of image. Dion is, he's the shit athletically and all that, but I'm just not with the whole image thing. But like, why are you trying to throw Dion in this nigga face like that? That was a low blow killer move. Only miserable hoes do wild shit like this, bro.
And to gain a sense of self of who you really are at your heart space. Because transactional life isn't really legacy. It just isn't. It's nice on paper.
Yeah.
But it's not legacy. The real wealth and the real legacy is what Dion has. And that's family. That's family. I'm not saying you don't have it with your girls. And I'm not saying it's too late to create it.
Right.
But what I'm saying is I would like to offer that at some point, you do start to say, let me just dive into my heart.
Like, listen, I don't follow celebrities that often, but how recently did Deion Sanders get through a divorce? Like, no bullshit. How recently was Deion going through a divorce, bro? Because I could have sworn I just heard, like, his latest woman just left him. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't follow celebrities that closely. I could be wrong.
By myself. Even if you're still doing your transactional stuff with women or whatever, I'm not saying stop, you grown. But start to just get a sense of self of like who you are at the heart space. Because that's our heart is who we are. Our mind is.
And this is why, and I've spoken about this at length, right? This whole problem with selling love and attempting to sell emotional stability to a man. Like, as a woman, you attempting to sell me the prospect of emotional stability, I should punch you in the face. I will get anything but that from you. And listen, we can be in a loving, committed relationship for the next 75 goddamn years, but as a woman, no, sole provider. Why would you be blocked here? I don't even block a lot of people, bro. Why would you be blocked here? As a woman, you attempting to sell me emotional stability. This is why when I've had these conversations with different women around the manosphere, that whole what was it, love versus responsibility or something like that. Like men, when it comes to the relationship, the romantic dynamic, men generally want order. We want something like tangible, something locked in. And because marriage doesn't really provide that anymore, you could just lose it all on a whim. All women really have to offer you now is this idea of romantic stability. We're just going to be in love forever. I should punch you in your goddamn face, you big titty lying ass heifer.
Late to create it.
Right.
But what I'm saying is I would like to offer that at some point, you do start to say, let me just dive into my heart by myself. Even if you're still doing your transactional stuff with women or whatever, I'm not saying stop, you grown. But start to just get a sense of self of like who you are at the heart space. Because that's our heart is who we are. Our mind is something that we have to have dominion over to control. But our heart is something we can't control because it's the authenticity of who we really are.
That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5.
I don't need that many lineups, bro. I'm cool. I got a baldy now. I don't even get lineups no more. Anyway, that was Cheyenne Bryant, fake cardiologist ass, love doctor ass, broad, old big titty lion heifer. Now I want to move on to the Akaash Singh piece, right? Because Akaash, oh man. So Akaash is a comedian. He's like an Indian comedian. He's a co-host on a podcast with Andrew Schultz, and apparently he recently married this young, sort of attractive Indian girl. And apparently she's been, using her relative clout, being his wife, to come up on the podcast circuit. And it seems like, and this is the thing about women and men and this red pill thing. I'm only here to provide commentary, right? Technically, I've done this. I've done this as a show. Like, I can let the show go for like 40 minutes and just go clip for clip for clip and do zero commentary. I've done this 2 or 3 times on different topics just to like let the idea settle in, right? But and you know what? When we bring the church back online fully, when we get up to like 500 or whatever subscribers it is on the church, I might do that. I might just run a whole show of girls just talking until it makes you want to, one shot yourself. But that's really what's going on here. Women talking is the most red pilling, black pilling thing that's ever happened. There's nothing I can do on a microphone to top what she's doing.
Chivalry gone. Yeah, where has chivalry gone? Like, why do these men who make $60,000 a year talking about gold diggers? You don't have any gold to dig. You don't have to worry. You don't even have to worry about it. It's like, bro, we're not even talking about you, because the guys that are actually in the 1% tax bracket, they want to do like the things that my husband and Nav are doing. They want to take care of women. They don't want us to be stressed. They want to be in our divine. They want us to be in our divine feminine energy. Investing in your wife is the biggest ROI that you'll ever have. Investing in your wife is not a financial burden, because when you treat your wife like a princess or a queen, you spoil her, you give her stuff, you just let her be able to relax. She gets into this divine feminine energy, this divine feminine aura. In return, she starts taking care of you in a much better way. She's so emotionally supportive of you, because women are so strong in their EQ and how they can take care of men and like really comfort them on this level that they really haven't gotten since they were with their moms, and not mothering them, but just like giving them that emotional support. And that energy gets rewarded in the universe. It starts coming back to you. And I can say I'm like a case in point example. Like, even before my husband really started making money, he always would find little ways to spoil me, even if it didn't cost that much in the beginning. And now like we've gone from like him buying me like AirPods or like Nike shoes to now like spending so much money at Miu Miu or Cartier or whatever. And I'm not saying that to be braggy. I'm saying that I've seen this principle like really, really work. And I truly believe that like a man that takes care of his wife is like blessed by the universe. He's a real man that is a real provider. That like I keep bringing up spirituality into this, but I feel like that's what God-fearing men do, like true alphas. And so like when I was training my dog,
I get very, very suspicious when foreigners invoke God, because outside of Koreans, I'm not sure what God you're talking about. Yeah, I know. Look it up. It's weird. Koreans are uniquely Christian. I don't know why. For reasons that are beyond me. Koreans love them some Jesus, bro. Like I've seen Korean churches. Like, Koreans are definitely with the Jesus, right? But outside of that, when foreigners start talking about, God, what God wants, I don't know what you mean. When you say God, what are you really talking about?
This is no joke. I read this dog training book, and it says in the book, like, the true alpha of the pack is not the dog that barks all the time, is super defensive, insecure. Like, those are the red pill guys. The true alpha of the pack is the calm one, the quiet that like leads with dignity and this like stature and this grace. And let's face it, men are like dogs, like, so it's like, yeah, the analogy fits. No, so I was gonna say the same thing about Akaash. Like, I think the happy wife, happy life is more just like women are so in tune with their emotions. We go through like week over week fluctuations. So
are women really in tune with their emotions though? I've heard this over and over and over in my life, and I just don't really think it's all that true. Like, if women were so in tune with their emotions, would they really be so like medicated? Would women need so much intervention if they were that in tune with their emotions?
So guys, the true alpha of the pack is the calm one, the quiet that like leads with dignity and this like stature and this grace. And let's face it, men are like dogs, like, so it's like, yeah, the analogy fits. No, so I was gonna say the same thing about Akaash. Like, I think the happy wife, happy life is more just like women are so in tune with their emotions. We go through like week over week fluctuations. So one, we can't always be on it every week like how men can. And number two, it's like we give them like this kind of comfort and emotional support and stability that they wouldn't be able to get otherwise. You know what I mean? It's like how they say like behind every great man. What do they say?
Behind every great man is a successful woman.
No, behind every successful man
is a woman.
Wait, what is it? What else?
Is a great woman.
Oh.
You know the worst part about that whole podcast, and I didn't know this at the time, because I only had like the clips that were available, and you know how the internet the internet is working while we're all sleeping. The internet is like McDonald's, bro. Like we go to sleep and they just keep churning out slop, but the internet it's always active, right? I didn't realize her husband was on that podcast the whole time.
Did y'all ever have an orgy together with your husband? Priya, I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so fucking good looking and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy.
Her husband is on the couch sitting across from her at that same time as she is saying that she is trying to have an orgy with her girlfriend because her girlfriend's husband is hot. I feel like if this conversation was had in his home country, he would be totally allowed to beat her up in public. I don't understand how you have such a thing going. And like, you don't just get up like, bro, like I couldn't. I would have, it would be on the news next day. Indian podcaster crashes out on live air. Like, there's no way I could just sit there and like, yo, so really you want to suck this nigga dick right in front of me? And you want me to want this shit too? That's the crazy part. It's not even that you want it. I can accept that you want it. I want all kind of shit too, right? But you want me to want it too. It's bad enough you want to blow your girlfriend's husband, but you want me to want it so bad that I'm in the room with you. I guess I get to blow his wife too. That makes it okay. This whole thing is weird. This is why I really don't understand that whole swingers life and all that stuff, because like it only seems fun on the surface. I can only do that kind of shit with throwaway girls. I can't do that kind of shit with girls I gotta wake up to and have breakfast with in the morning.
Did y'all ever have an orgy together with your husband? Priya, I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so fucking good looking and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
No, I kind of love it, but I'm like, us for it? Okay, maybe.
I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
You would only be down for an orgy if
or it's thick. I will say, like, Akaash is such a fucking king. Like, everyone knows he's the best husband, and I don't often find men that measure up to him. And like Nav completely measures up to him, if not more.
There's a difference being a scammer and being a hustler. Two very different things.
Okay.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer who hustles.
I'm not gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
I'm toxic. How do you think I have to keep up with her?
No, he be saying some boss ass shit. What is the stuff he says to you that I'm just like, that's fire?
Oh, Nav.
Do you understand the power of misogyny, bro? Even curried misogyny defeats whatever the fuck Nav is on, right? That is just nothing but pure misogyny right there, okay? I misogyny my woman until she loves me. And now your woman also loves me too. This is cold.
I'm not a scammer who hustles.
I'm not gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively.
Look, he's like a thug. He's like an Indian thug. You know the word thug comes from India, by the way? He's like a rich Indian thuggy. And that's sexy.
I'm a scammer who
I'm not
hustles.
gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
I'm toxic. How do you think I have to keep up with her?
No, he be saying some boss ass shit. What is the stuff he says to you that I'm just like, that's fire?
Oh, Nav just puts his dick out on the table. I'm meeting Nav's dad tomorrow.
Nav just puts his dick out on the table. Your wife should never talk about another man's dick like that in your presence. And you know what? And this is why I just am the way I am, because like I just can't be I know what the other side of that coin looks like, bro, and it looks weird and uncomfortable. I'd rather be alone, bro. I couldn't do that shit, man. This is really, really, really weird, bro. Like psychologically, this is why dudes masturbate alone in the shower and then off themselves later that night. Like, this is terrible.
Two very different things.
Okay.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer who
I'm not
hustles.
gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
I'm toxic. How do you think I have to keep up with her?
No, he be saying some boss ass shit. What is the stuff he says to you that I'm just like, that's fire?
Oh, Nav just puts his dick out on the table. I'm meeting Nav's dad tomorrow, and I will say I'm fucking nervous because
Don't
he
be
has
nervous.
not to be weird, but he has big dick energy, and he's
It's
obviously
based off stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a don. Let's face it.
Yeah.
It's just like I need to make sure I'm on my P's and Q's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bro, how cooked can you get? There's no, that's the thing about cooking too. As a chemical process, right? You can never be uncooked, right? Boiled rice can never be unboiled. You know, boiled oats can never be unboiled. And a cooked nigga can never be uncooked, bro. You just are now cooked. There's no coming back from that. You can only get out of the marriage and try to reassemble yourself. Like, pick your life up off the floor, man.
I met this guy on Tinder. This was before Bumble or Hinge. Like this was like in the OG days of the app. And this guy, he was like some how do you say half Asian, like baddie. Wasian. That's the word. Yeah, Wasian. Actually in the Bay. That's when I was living in the Bay Area. And I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore. Oh my God. And I remembered that I would like try to finger me in my asshole. I'm like, first of all, we were not on those like terms. But anyways, so that was non-consensual actually. That was a non-consensual like butthole action. I met this guy on Tinder. This was before Bumble or
So yeah, anyway, this is the woman that Ash has married. He has betrothed himself to this girl.
First of all, I want to say to Amma, happy birthday. All of this is possible because you told me I could do anything that I wanted. And the best decision I ever made in my entire life was to marry this woman right here. His birthday it is in 2 weeks. And I love you so much. And the only regret that I have is that I only got to marry you once. So I want to make a little quick announcement that we're going to get married again. We're going to renew our vows in India next year. You all want to come to that? Does that sound fun? And since I am renewing my vows, I think the only thing you can do is propose again.
Oh,
Jasleen Singh, will you be Jasleen Singh forever again?
yes. Oh my God. Oh.
Take that drinky thing off. That drinky dink.
Did you guys know this? Yes. Oh my God. How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
Thank you so much.
What do you say?
God, this is so cool.
God, it looks so beautiful.
Oh my God.
You peed on Courtney Mustard. You were sitting in her lap and then you peed on her.
But before we wrap this up, was there anything that you saw? Was there anything that, like, obviously all the things I imagine made you feel bad. Was there anything that specifically bothered you or, yeah?
I mean, I think people talking about the sore butthole story, because
Yeah.
that was more kind of like an assault story, but I didn't want to label it as such because I didn't think it was super traumatizing and I had already shared one.
Right.
And I feel like the internet has a quota for girls of like how many assault stories they could share, regardless of if it's true or not. Like, obviously,
You think the internet would be like, oh, every story she tells us she's
that's
getting
why
assaulted.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
do that. That's why I was like, oh, this happened. I didn't really say it's okay.
So what happened, if you don't mind saying?
Well, I mean, so I was living in San Francisco, working on
Definitely
my
a
internship.
butt thing would happen there. Not
Fran will do
shocking
that.
at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're in San Francisco, half the sex is butt sex. Statistically true. Look it up.
This is like when Tinder first came out. There was no Bumble, there was no Hinge. I met this guy on Tinder, whatever. Like we were like just feeling like the vibes, and I stupidly was like, "Oh, you can sleep over," but like not really wanting to hook up that much because again, for me, like I was just like, "Okay, maybe we can make out and just like whatever and cuddle." But then I guess he like wanted.
Was this guy Indian?
No, he was like way.
Yeah, he took it very differently than I've learned this translation.
Wait, what do you mean?
An Indian guy might understand what an Indian girl means when she says we're hooking up. It doesn't mean we're fucking.
There's something conservative.
I think most American.
I was thrown off by it.
So, like, are Indian guys used to being cucked? Like, is that just a thing in Indian culture?
Was this guy Indian?
No, he was like way.
Yeah, he took it very differently than I've learned this translation.
Wait, what do you mean?
An Indian guy might understand what an Indian girl means when she says we're hooking up. It doesn't mean we're fucking.
There's something conservative.
I think most American.
I was thrown off by her inviting him over because when I've been invited over, that usually means we're fucking.
No, I know that was
right. Like if I as a man invite you over, that means I want to have sex, but most likely, who knows actually what's going to happen, right? There's an assumption on my end that you know what I want, right? But she's goddamn mystery, right? Now, if you invite me over, I might just show up naked. Because, like, what do I need all these clothes for anyway? You know what I mean? Like, once you invite me over, I'm showing up with my drawers on and a box of assorted tools and utensils and shit. Because I don't know what you're into.
Again, stupid decision on my part. I was like 21. So it's like, I really just like, I don't know, like I just was making bad decisions all around. So it's like, but I was like, okay, like we'll kiss, whatever. I don't remember, honestly, I don't even remember too much, but I just remember him like trying to like sneak a finger. And I was like,
fingers don't sneak into anuses. Like there's no sneaking. A vagina maybe, because there's the whole moisture thing. It might just whoop. Oh damn, I didn't even know that happened. Right? No, there's not. You can't sneak into the other one. No. You're almost always forcing entry.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But like then the next day, like it was like kind of feeling sore, but it wouldn't. Like if it had been anything else, it would, that would have been a whole other story. It would have been like it would have teared something,
Yeah.
So it was just like that.
So this was a creep pervert that was trying you, and the internet ran off with this crazy narrative.
Yeah.
And look how Akaash has turned his bros into like a panel of simps now. This whole thing, it was like set up almost like a Jerry Springer thing. Like she's going to be put on trial and the four men are literally sitting next to each other. And she's got like the singular chair, the power chair. And all you niggas low key turned into simps though. Cause Akaash is your foreign brown homeboy. You don't want to mess up this like lucrative thing that you got. I get it. You got to protect Akaash for the money. Now, if he quietly divorces her a couple of months from now, don't be surprised.
Something completely different.
Yeah.
Security, you got to find those guys.
Find that guy. Yeah, we got to get them. We got to get them.
You hear this shit now? Now they like security. You got to find that guy that fingered her to rectum that one time that she invited him over and totally fell asleep while he was fingering her right. How do you sleep?
It wouldn't. Like if it had been anything else, it would. That would have been a whole other story. It would have been like it would have teared something.
Yeah.
So it was just like that.
So this was a creep pervert that was trying you, and the internet ran off with this crazy narrative.
Yeah.
Something completely different.
Yeah.
Security, you got to find those guys.
Find that guy. Yeah.
They just put a hit on a random guy because she said so. Now it's all jokes. Don't get me wrong, but still, think about what they're joking about. They're joking about reality. Like the best comedy comes from reality. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be as funny if you couldn't relate to it in some way. You just put a hit on some random guy because a foreign thought said so. And you're not even doing it because you feel bad for her. Low key, these 3 dudes hate her. They're trying to protect this punk ass nigga feelings, bro. They are simping for their homeboy right now. I have never seen male on male simping before. I did not realize men could simp for other men. Holy crap, we have discovered a level of simping that was previously thought impossible. Maybe it's because he's Indian, and there's like a gravity to the Indian cuck universe that it makes all other people simp for their Indian cuck friend. I don't have any Indian friends. I wonder if there's a reason for that. You know, God has spared me. He really has. You know, I've had other burdens in life, but you know, God has spared me a lot of the real bad shit. This is terrible. You guys are bad bros. Not even bad bros to Akaash. You're just bad bros in the general sense of what it is to be a man and a dude bro. Like, ew, this whole thing is cringe.
Finger, and I was like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But like then the next day, like it was like kind of feeling sore, but it wouldn't. Like if it had been anything else, it would, you know, that would have been a whole other story. It would have been like, it would have teared something, you know.
Yeah.
So it was just like that.
So this was a creep pervert that was trying you, and the internet ran off with this crazy narrative of something completely different.
Yo, security, you got to find those guys.
Find that guy. Yeah, we got to get them. We got to get them.
I would love that. Can I beat this guy up? Probably not.
No, you can.
You can take
outsource. That's what's up.
Outsource.
I'm not security. I'm not security.
Get the.
Even their comedy is cucking him. It's like you married her to be the butt of everybody else's jokes now. What a life.
The worst day of the year for me is
Oh, I know this. Go.
tax day.
No.
It's Akaash's birthday.
And I feel it because she's being nice to me all day. And by like 10 p.m., I can feel her getting just like, I'm so ready for this to be over.
Why?
It's like I turned back into a pumpkin at 12:01, May 5th, and she's so relieved that she gets to be mean again.
Okay, May the 4th is Akaash's birthday. And
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
Yeah, and every year I dread it because I have to be nice the whole day, and I have to get him something, and I have to also be nice and do like acts of kindness.
She said that twice. No, she said that twice.
She's really not okay with this.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's really hard.
For her, it's really hard.
Me.
She needs to just, you know.
Listen, I'm just used to being treated like a princess all day, every day. So that one day that I don't.
Oh, what torture.
Yeah. It's
And
hard.
treat somebody else like they're the main character. That's like the love dinner book. That's what it is.
That's what it is. This birthday, he didn't really give a fuck either because he gave me this ring and he was like, I've done enough.
Oh, God.
Yeah. What are you look at the ring. We went to Turks
But
and
did you get her
Caicos.
flowers?
Oh, I hate women. I hate women.
Flowers.
I hate women.
That was a real nice ring, no lie. It's like a giant pink diamond. Looked like a glass coffee table on her finger.
I only get flowers for Valentine's Day.
I get one.
Barely.
Never happy. Never happy. What do you even do with these type of things, man?
So tell us about the duck. Do you always duck his kisses when there are not people around?
No, not when there aren't people around, just when there are people around. And I never even
That's
knew.
worse.
I never. I didn't
Explain
know.
yourself.
I didn't know that I
Tell
did
us
that.
why.
I didn't know that I did that. So I really sat and thought about it. So I think it's a few things. I think it's like
You really sat and thought
yeah,
about it.
because I was like, okay, maybe it's like the repressed Indian girl thing where it's like I get a little bashful. I do get a little shy, despite what the internet thinks.
Most Indians do. I'm the exception.
Yeah, I think I also get overstimulated because Akaash does it a lot, like every 30 seconds. Like a little.
I get it now. This thing. I get it.
That's why I grabbed your chin so you couldn't.
I didn't move my face though. I was
Who's mic, Mike? Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Suck that off you.
Okay. So it is a little bit overstimulating for you.
Yeah, it like regulates him, but it kind of overstimulates me. And like the videos people have seen are like the proposal videos. They're like already overstimulating.
Okay. So here's the thing that I think is like very I think the relatable thing is not wanting to make out with your partner in front of your entire family.
Yes.
But most people just do it because they're like, oh, I don't want my partner to feel embarrassed in this moment, even though they're like, ugh. And you're just like, you just feel the but I do think it is. I do think it's relatable though to have that sensation of like, I don't want to be intimate around my like brother, sisters, or mom, dad.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that is. I think that's relatable to people.
Yeah.
But most people just do it and then do a quick one. Like my wife will just give me like a quick smooch and then go back to doing
we
the
never
thing.
saw our parents kissing ever, so it's like so foreign to us.
This is an interesting thing that a lot of the internet might not understand.
Yeah.
But it's like your family, your parents were not like romantically in love at all. And would you say yours?
You could cut romantically.
You know what I mean? Were they both arranged? Were the marriages both arranged?
Yeah.
And sometimes arranged marriage, it's a freak off. They love fucking all the time.
Yeah.
Probably.
But they don't show us. Even
But they
kids don't see it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You can't show that to children.
Yeah.
Our kids are going to see it.
They're gonna see it?
Now, especially the internet has shamed her into not ducking. So
Oh, now she got no excuse.
Yeah, that's true.
Me one.
There we go.
Okay.
She too.
Well,
So yeah.
can we settle something for the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you kiss Akaash right now?
I don't even know if I want to see it.
It's like one long humiliation ritual. I don't know if any of this makes any of this better. Like, do you guys think this is helping? Put a 1 in the chat if you think this makes everything worse. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 if you think it's making it better.
The lips. Okay. Prove everybody
over here.
But it's gonna mess like
Bring that ass over here. Bring that ass over here.
Oh, whoa, didn't mean to do that. My bad. I didn't even mean to do that. I think I just closed that.
Like even then, I was like, no, the fuck. She's all talk. She's all bluster. That's why I haven't tested the hand job.
paper tiger.
She's our dog. She's a yapping little dog behind a fence. Nothing's gonna happen. There's no bite. All bark, no bite.
So you would say that, but in reality, if he actually did go get
Okay,
it.
like let me think about it. If you actually
think
did
about
go
it.
get it, yes, like I think it would bother me like 30%, but I feel like 70% I'd be like, okay, whatever. I put you through a lot the past couple weeks. So.
Like he deserves it.
Yeah, I do. I feel like I owe it to you.
She says he deserves a hall pass after everything he's been through the last few weeks. Women always apologize with pussy, even if it's another woman's pussy. They always apologize with pussy. I was just to learn to accept it. You know, I'll take the box as long as you stop doing that shit, right? I'll take the other girl's box too, as long as you stop doing that shit.
Like even then, I was like, no, the fuck. She's all talk. She's all bluster. That's why I haven't tested the hand job.
Paper tiger.
She's our dog. She's a yapping little dog behind a fence. Nothing's gonna happen. There's no bite. All bark, no bite.
So you would say that, but in reality, if he actually did go get
Okay,
it.
like let me think about it. If you actually did go get it, yes, like I think it would bother me like 30%, but I feel like 70% I'd be like, okay, whatever. I put you through a lot the past couple weeks. So.
Like he deserves it.
Yeah, I feel like I owe it to you.
I do kind of deserve it.
Yeah.
Yes. And we're going to be supporting
But she just can't be prettier than
China.
He's going to do it.
Who could be
know.
prettier than you? Wait, she can't be prettier than you.
Yeah, she just can't be prettier than you.
Yeah. I mean, that's not gonna. Yeah, unless you go.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be an old Chinese lady.
My justification for the hand. It's emotionless, and it's
just like a little thing after a massage. Sure, okay.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Fire.
Damn. He went from a hall pass to a pitiful hand job from an old Asian woman. And that was quick, too. That was like at lightning speed. You see how he just negotiated down to being a cuck again?
I also like the fact that it's just less work for you.
Yeah.
And I know your day is full of work.
Now she says she was with him when he was broke and had nothing too. Maybe she gets points for that.
Gold digger?
Yeah. Because I invested low and waited for it to go high.
You're a gold prospect.
Yeah, that's not a gold digger.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like a what is that? You're like a hedge fund manager.
Yeah, you're like Akaash with Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like,
She bought much lower than I did. she bought at the bottom. She could not have bought
That is
lower.
something that
but
is.
to be fair, it's like I was working too in the
I wasn't.
beginning.
One
and
of us
you
was
weren't.
working.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
When we met, I worked at Goldman Sachs. I got a job at Deloitte after I graduated college.
Yeah,
I was a consultant.
Sleeping in till
I
12
worked in
12 p.m.
data analytics.
Right? Yeah,
You're a gold digger.
I was
got the gold digger right here.
I know, it backfired on me.
You got this girl sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, I know. This whole thing backfired.
I was paying rent.
I used to really believe that you guys were poor with his sob stories, so we could get Patreon going. I didn't know you're working at a fucking hedge fund this whole time. He was spending your money.
Well, I wasn't making that much. I was making like 70 grand a year in New York City on 2 people.
But that's good, though.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay, so then when did you guys get really broke, and why did you stay with him?
2018. Okay, do you want the real answer or the funny answer?
I want to know the real answer, and like I want to know that because I heard this beautiful story that Akaash told about you guys sleeping on the floor, and then like him wanting to give you his North Face or something, and then you give it back because you're like, it's not Mew Mew. I'm not sleeping in North Face. You saved your money and give me Mew Mew. Yeah, I'll sleep on the.
Is this making his image better or nah?
Talking about again, I don't think these narratives, people calling your wife a gold digger and a whore, and all these other things, it's a shitty thing. So I'm gonna tell one story that I have never even told her. Honestly, she has no idea this story. My wife and I met in 2014. I was not making much money. I was getting $25 a night doing stand-up. I was on MTV shows that paid dog shit money. If she was a gold digger, I didn't even have 10 to get the bitch, to be honest. But then in 2018, I went flat fucking broke. 34 years old, I probably made to New Jersey. And what's even sadder than moving to New Jersey is I had to save up money to move to New Jersey. So we had to stay on her friend's couch for almost a month. We were basically homeless for a month. So I could save money to move to New Jersey. And I remember the night before we went to the couch, we had to stay in our apartment illegally. We were supposed to have been out by like 12 p.m. We moved everything out. We didn't have a place to stay, so we had to stay there that night. It was just me and her sleeping on a hardwood floor. I'm 34 years old. She's 25 years old. I'm looking at this girl like, man, you could go be with an Indian who's a doctor, like a real Indian. You're a beautiful girl. You have so much ahead of you. Me, I don't know what my life is going to be. I'm 34. I'm fucking broke. This dream might not ever happen, but I'm too fucking moronic to quit. And I have nothing to give her. It's just a light jacket. It's like October. We have nothing. So I hand her the jacket. And then she said, what's this for? I said, you can use that as a pillow. And then she goes, well, what are you going to use? And I said, I'll figure it out. She handed me back the jacket. She goes, you take this. And then she laid with her head on my chest and her arm around me the entire night. And I remember thinking in that moment, this is why I haven't shared this with her, because I remember thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to marry this girl because I'm so broken. I'm in such a bad place. And it's a dark fucking time in my life. But I know I will never find a girl that loves me this much ever again. And I will never find a girl who rides for me this hard ever again.
It's kind of beautiful. It's almost beautiful. It's like when Catwoman told Batman, you can break down in front of me. It was almost like that, right? But why doesn't she ever talk about you like that, goddammit? Why doesn't she ever talk about you in anything coming close to that? Like, it sounds just, and I know he was having a touching moment. He wanted to big up his wife because she was looking crazy out here. But goddamn, it looks crazy. It just looks crazy. Whole thing looks terrible, man. Now, I want to play something for you guys. You tell me what this sounds like to you.
Different. My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Let me ask you this: do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. I remember I was just like, what? But she was 22, I was 31. There was an age gap.
Sure. Did you lie, or did you come right out and say like, oh, me too? Or was it, what did that conversation go like?
I don't remember how it came. I think she said
You
it.
blacked out?
She said it, and then I was like,
When she said, I'm a virgin, you went, your heart exploded?
Yeah.
Well, we get happy. He's got nothing compared to.
Exactly. Dude, I was
a stallion compared to anybody else.
I was so happy.
Yeah, that's for
so
sure.
relieved.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it felt right. It was like, oh, God brought me this person that like we already connected, and like she also isn't having sex.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses. And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So
I have two butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder. This was before Bumble.
Now we're going to leave that one be. All right. We're going to focus on the roster and the popping.
Allegedly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah.
Is it true that you said that there was a rotation of guys?
A roster.
Yeah,
what is a roster?
What is that?
Okay,
What does
so
this mean?
You guys have to understand. Have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
Never.
I was, you know. Okay, so I
His
was.
Catholic school was in his living room. Imagine how repressed he was.
I was the repressed Indian girl that I didn't even watch.
Everybody understands the repressed Catholic schoolgirl trope. Catholics are like weird, notoriously weird about sex or whatever. How does it, like, you're Indian. How does a girl who comes from a culture that gives us the Kama freaking Sutra get to claim the repressed Catholic girl card? Do you know what's in the Kama Sutra? There are positions in the Kama Sutra that I wouldn't try without 6 months of prep. Like, I need Batman level prep to do some of the shit that's in the Kama Sutra. But you're somehow Catholic repressed, right?
Rotation of guys.
A roster.
Yeah,
what does a roster
What is that?
mean to you?
What does this mean?
You guys have to understand. Have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
Never.
I was, you know. Okay, so I was.
His Catholic school was in his living room. Imagine how repressed he was.
I was the repressed Indian girl that I didn't even watch Jersey Shore in high school because I felt it to be too inappropriate. So when I got to college, I'm like, oh my God, I can dress however I want. I can do whatever I want.
You can have a roster of frat boys.
But
What does a roster mean?
so it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like two guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people
When
think you
I
meant
mean
fucking.
hooking up, I just meant making out.
She didn't say hooking up. She said she was popping her vagina. It was popping, all right? It popping. I don't know how you get hooking up from popping.
Like she also isn't having sex.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
Living her best life in these white boy frat houses. Okay? She was popping her pussy, living her best life in these white boy frat houses. Like a virgin, ooh, touched for the very first time. Like a virgin, when your heart beats next to mine.
Again, like everything I say is so amplified and hyperbolic because it's so like incongruous to who I actually am as a person.
Right. So you're saying you're a big old prude.
Yeah, literally. One of our fans asked us, would you guys have an orgy? So I just said, oh, I'm actively trying, like as a joke. Now, looking back, like it's been pointed out to me and I get that. I feel like for us, I think I learned so much of my humor from Akaash, not to like justify it, but just to explain like, oh, if I say these absurd things, it's so funny because it's not who I actually am.
Right.
But I kind of forgot that like the internet doesn't know all these multi dimensions of my personality. So they're
Right.
just seeing this one thing.
Right.
So the orgy joke started with like Akaash being like, oh, Nav's really hot. Like Akaash would show Nav's picture to his trainer or whatever. Cause he's like really like, yeah, ripped or whatever.
I will say also, if she had a body count, I would have been like, hey, cut that. But because she doesn't, and I know how like innocent she actually is.
Oh, you are a virgin? That's real?
I was a virgin until I met him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the dudes looked at each other like, okay. All right, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
You doesn't, and I know how like innocent she actually is.
Oh, you are a virgin? That's real?
I was a virgin until I met him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
I don't want friends like this, man. I want friends to tell me, bro, you're retarded and your wife is a hoe, bro. I need friends like that. I don't want these friends. I don't care what the money's on the table. My friends got to tell me I'm being retarded and my wife is really being a hoe.
And if she wasn't, that body count thing, I'd have been like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Because I would have been insecure about it. But I can be, not that I'm so secure, but with that joke, I'm like so secure.
Oh, I absolutely would feel insecure.
And I think stupidly, I was like, oh, it's an orgy, so it's all of us. It's not like
Yeah, that is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is stupid. Okay, yeah. Rest in peace, St. Patrice O'Neal, man. It's like they took you off the board so the Cucks can finally have a good run at the basket, man. Because goddamn, this is terrible.
With that joke, I'm like so secure.
Oh, I absolutely would feel insecure.
And I think stupidly, I was like, oh, it's an orgy, so it's all of us. It's not like
that is stupid.
Yeah.
I say you're being inclusive. You're being inclusive.
I thought I was being
It's not a.
I thought I was being inclusive. Oh, Lord. Oh, dear God, the horror. The horror. But you know what? Because, I am a holy man. I said, you know what? It would be wrong to just end the show on such a tacky, distasteful note. Because, Akaash was already out here struggling, looking bad out here in these streets. And if we ended the show right now, I would leave you guys feeling miserable. I want to give you guys a positive vibe on the way out, all right? It's not all bad. It's not all bad. It's like 88%. But it's not all bad, though. It's not all bad, all right? Some of these women are actually not typical. Some of these women are atypical. I want to share a story with you guys. Ladies, if you're married and your husband has an affair, because that's what they call it when you're married, only boyfriends cheat. Husbands and wives, they have affairs. Boyfriends and girlfriends, they just be fucking and shit. They be cheating. They nasty. It's terrible. It's terrible, people. But when you're married, you have an affair. It's a whole other different kind of business.
So yes, my husband had an affair. I never wanted to come to social media with this. I have honestly just been giving it to God and going to therapy. But let's go ahead and address this comment. At the start of the year, my husband came to me and told me that a woman reached out to him on Twitter asking for help with her business. I don't know what it was about the woman. My husband has worked with many other women before this. It was just something about this woman that I was like, babe, I don't know about this. Something just doesn't feel right. And lo and behold, my intuition was correct. Said business relationship ended up transpiring into something more. When I found out that it was transpiring into something more, I fought my husband on this. I tried to get my husband to understand that what was going on was not right and that he was opening a door for him to fall into a sin that was so much bigger than what he was already committing. And because he was not hearing me, I left my home in the middle of the night, pregnant with nothing. And it all spiraled out of control. And maybe this is where my downfall comes into play, because maybe had I not left from the house, maybe had I fought my husband a little bit harder than I had already been fighting, this relationship would not have advanced in the way it did. My husband sought comfort in this woman. She was giving him something that I was not giving him in those moments. I was definitely being quarrelsome because I just was trying to pound into his head, like, you're going to fall. You're going to fall. You're being tempted and you're going to fall. When I left, he fell. Now, I cannot speak on that. That is not my testimony to speak on. And I'm just going to leave that there. In that, I decided to stand for my marriage still, and I decided to go with reconciliation rather than divorce. I never defended my husband when it came to him having said affair. I fought my husband. Like I said, I left my house 20 weeks pregnant in the middle of the night with nothing but the clothes on my back because I was so against what was going on. I don't use godly character to hide any darkness. I speak on all the time how my marriage is not perfect. I am not a perfect person. I do use godly character in sense of extending forgiveness to my husband, extending grace to my husband, as well as the woman who was involved with the affair. I did speak to her. I spoke to her on the situation. I told her how I wanted nothing more in life but to be a wife and a mom, and how I felt like that was being attacked. I spoke life into her. I told her that she was a beautiful woman, and I didn't understand how, we were falling into what we were falling into. My husband does not abuse me. You may have seen me and my husband arguing. My husband and I were arguing as a result of the affair that was going on between you and him. But to say that my husband abuses me is a little bit extensive. And lastly, to say that I have no identity outside of my husband, I just gained one of the biggest identities that I could have possibly ever imagined. I am trying to navigate this journey of motherhood while also being a wife. And it's one of the things that I prayed for so hard, and I just feel like it's been taken away from me just because of this whole scandal. I feel like I've honestly just been living in a vortex. This literally began at the start of the year, and it's currently almost the end of the year, and here I am being harassed by this woman because my husband told her that he had to cut off the affair. As soon as the affair was cut off, it just spiraled into us being these horrible people and saying that we're trying to grow. Yes, we are trying to grow. Yes, we are trying to grow.
So let's stop for a minute. Let's take a pause and recap here. I think she was already pregnant when the whole situation presented itself. She got mad and left, which obviously, you left the floor wide open for a girl to just run and score and dunk, get a free dunk, right? And I think that's where she's attempting to take some accountability, and that, maybe I shouldn't have just left my house, pregnant and all that, with another girl sniffing around my man, right? Like, maybe that's kind of the her taking accountability of it all, which is interesting. You don't see that quite often. And now she is she's back to claim what's hers, because obviously she's married and she's pregnant, and that's her husband, and side bitches be damned, need her man back. Can't be mad at it.
We are trying to become stronger in our marriage, and I'm trying to, it's just so much, just so many allegations that are being made and so many lies that are being spewed from the numerous accounts that have been harassing me that this woman has been making. And I'm just tired. I'm so tired of my character being attacked because I decided to reconcile my marriage. I'm so tired of my character being attacked because I decided to be forgiving and I decided to extend grace. And honestly, I am just ready to lay this all to bed. Husband had an affair. It was decided on to go the route of reconciliation. However, with that being the route that we chose, I don't think that it's fair that I'm being harassed. The numerous calls, the numerous emails, the fake accounts that are demoralizing my character, I just don't think it's fair, and that's just that.
Husband need to go beat up his side chick. Look, she just had a baby. She can't do it. She can't do it. You got to go over there and tell that bitch to shut the hell up, bro. All right, listen. I'm a married man. I love my wife. Trying to raise my children. All right, I don't need you over here messing this thing up. Remember that Eddie Murphy thing in Raw when he was like, yeah. I fucked her, but I make love to you. All right. Now you go let a fuck come and see our love. There's something really wrong here. And shout out to her. She didn't let some trashy fuck come between their love, right? Their love produced the marriage and children. And you can't let some random thought just mess that up. I respect that. Husband need to go shut that other girl up, all right? But you should be sitting in the car outside just to make sure nothing else happens. You know, you got to supervise this ass whooping. That's what the wife's supposed to do. Make sure he check these side bitches, keep these side bitches in place. You're the queen bee, you're the wife. You deserve top billing and priority.
Kevin Samuels was right. I hate to admit that so much. But got to give credit where credit is due. Kevin Samuels was right. Ladies, winter is coming. And last night proved to me that I need a man. For real. Because I almost died.
She felt winter for the first time. She looks about low to mid 40s. Yeah, the bones start getting colder as you age. Scientific fact, your bones get colder as you age.
Ladies, winter is coming. And last night proved to me that I need a man. For real. Because I almost died in my room. It was 30 degrees in Houston last night. My toes almost froze off. Unfortunately, we got to stop with this strong, independent bullshit, because when it gets cold outside, we cannot cuddle up with our independence, okay? Yes, I have an amazing blanket and central heat and all that stuff. I didn't turn the central heat on last night because I didn't know it was going to be so cold, but that's neither here nor there.
You could always toss your degree on the fireplace. I mean, you could only do it one time, but the heat that you will get, glorious, like a star being born.
The point of the matter is, I should have been cuddling up with my man, okay? I should have been increasing my body heat when it was cold.
Look at you. Look at you, mad because you ain't got enough body heat. All of a sudden now you mad because you ain't got enough goddamn body heat.
If you don't have a man, you ain't nothing.
But you know what I was doing? Laying my strong, independent, stupid ass in the bed by myself. Now, let me tell you something. I'm done being single. I've been saying this for months, and I'm so serious. I am done being single.
All right, listen, you might be done being single, but single ain't done with you yet. All right? Single is not done with you yet. Not by a long shot, baby. Just because you done with single don't mean single done with you. That's not how single work, baby.
I want to love and cater on somebody with warm flesh, okay? I want to honor and respect somebody who can keep me warm. I'm sorry. Y'all got this single shit by yourself. I am done with it. I am done with it. It is so bad right now that I might go ahead and go to the gas station and scoop up that homeless man that proposes to me every time I fill my tank up.
Every time? Every time? That means you've been playing all this time. That means all this time you've been playing around. It was a nigga right in front of you. You could have cleaned him up and been happy. You could have been warm, had all the body heat you needed.
I am done with it. It is so bad right now that I might go ahead and go to the gas station and scoop up that homeless man that proposes to me every time I fill my tank up. I mean, I could tell if I clean him up a little bit, give him a little haircut, he might be kind of fine. Okay? That's how cold I was last night.
It's cold right now. It is cold right now. What was that one song that Jodeci did? When it's cold outside, girl, who are you holding? If you think you're lonely now, wait until it's cold, girl.
Guys on just a lunch date. They don't even see you guys worthy of marriage. They don't even see you guys worthy of settling down with. You understand? They literally put you guys in situationships, impregnate you guys only to leave you, you know? But they don't see you guys worthy of really, really settling down with, starting a family, being married to. They don't see that. They don't see that when it comes to the Black woman, you know? You guys have no idea how many times I've had to intervene and let men know what you see on social media is not a reflection of all Black women. And yes, they agree, but to them, the ratchetness.
Oh, you one of those who be intervening on social media, huh? You be jumping on panels. Not all Black women, right? You be getting in niggas' faces, telling them that's not real, right? That's not all of us.
We need our weed. I don't wear it, but we need it.
It's on such full display. They are embarrassed by it. You understand? They're embarrassed. And as a result, the behavior that many of you all demonstrate has really come against you all. Because your men do not want to be a part of your lives. They don't want to settle down with you. They don't want to marry you. Okay, they don't think you're worthy. So what they do, they come into your life and tell you, hey, I don't want to be in a relationship, but we could be friends. All right? That's not how men are. But yet and still, they will leave you, find themselves a quality woman, and go marry her. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's not good what has happened to the Black woman, because your men do not see you guys worthy. They look down upon y'all. They're embarrassed of you all.
Wow. And then before we get out of here, one final woman, you know, because we're talking about amazing women, you know, we're Akaash, Cheyenne, Bryant, and some amazing women. So I wanted to close out on some positive notes. Relatively
Let's talk about how men have adapted to the changes that have come in the dating landscape with women. So,
all right, you got that boss bitch haircut. I'm a little bit worried. Like typically, I would expect bad things coming, but I'm gonna give you the pass because I know what you're about to say. But you know, the look is throwing me off though.
Let's talk about how men have adapted to the changes that have come in the dating landscape with women. So in the last 60 or 70 years, since we've had feminism come onto the scene and we've had the sexual revolution, one of the things that women often say is how evolved they have become and how free they are and empowered they are and all of the things that they can do and own and be and have. But what's happened with men? A lot of women criticize the fact that men are not welcoming to all of this evolution, but in fact, they have adapted and women don't like it. It's interesting that women want to evolve into these totally new creatures, but they want to see men stay the same. They want to keep men in the protector and provider box, but women get to be in all of the boxes. So ladies, here is a harsh reality. Men are adapting to the changes that they see in modern day women. And a lot of them are just opting out. A lot of them are making the decision that, you know, they don't want to show up as a traditional man to a new age modern woman. because that just doesn't benefit them the same. It doesn't hit the same. So you need to understand that men are going to evolve too. They are going to become less masculine. They're going to become more egalitarian. And a lot of you and your true nature is not going to like it.
I don't know, that last line about becoming less masculine, it almost felt like a shot, but she's not totally wrong. But still, the men that are around, so put it this way, like the men that are, quote, masculine, most of the women around, even if you want them, you won't be a good match for those men. You might get to smash, though. You might get to smash. Yeah, it was a shot, and she's not wrong. I'm not even going to pick that. I'm not even going to pick her apart on that one. It is what it is. You feel me? It just is what it is. Life goes on. But we are coming to the end of today's show. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Appreciate you all for watching. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Drop $1 in the collection plate on your way out the door.
Give me the money. Give me the money for all that I would do. Give me the money.
I am going to get ready for work tonight. We will be back maybe tomorrow afternoon with another one. Who knows what we're going to talk about? Might just freestyle it. Who knows? We might do a PANA show. I might just open it up for a random PANA discussion. You never know. You never know. Unless something happens in the news. We'll see. We'll see. But shout out to everybody in the audience. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to everybody following on Rumble. Shout out to Carmen over there watching on Rumble. The whole Rumble gang. Appreciate y'all coming through. Thank you so much for supporting the show on all the platforms. We are done, y'all.
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have, that isn't freedom. That isn't going to help anybody. It's certainly not going to help Black people.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.